Red hot takes. Red hot takes. Red hot takes. Red hot.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Today is August 6, 2026. Welcome to Red Hot Takes. After a grueling 45-minute interview with a 22-year-old man this week who brought his mother along to help negotiate his enlistment into the journalism profession, I'm Brandy.
I'm Trina.
And we are the Red Hot Ladies.
Did that really happen?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh, Hail Mary.
Yes.
Okay, welcome back to another episode. Thank you for joining us on Thursday evening here at the Portage County's premier morning show at night. We are broadcasting live from the beautiful studios here at Create Portage County. So thank you again for joining us. Today's show is brought to you by the one and only Gradient Tech. This part of the show is going to be sponsored by Gradient Tech following through here. We're going to have a thing every week now with Gradient Tech and what they're doing and what they can help with those in this community, making all your technology work for you since 2024. Where no job is too big, also creating websites with no task too small to take on. If you are interested in anything technology that is, give them a call today at 715-544-5600 at gradienttechconsulting.com. All right. I love adding new sponsors to the show.
Oh, me too.
It's so exciting. I'm like, every week it's like, oh my gosh.
Local business.
We have this really cool stuff coming up. So, sorry, I'm off tax. I had to go to a new tab.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I am telling you, these drinks by Emmy J's are.
Oh, they're fabulous.
I swear these are like extra large today. We could even talk about them right now. So thank you so much, and hats off to Emmy J's, who have not one but two locations located here in the city of Stevens Point. One is, and they've been in business and going since 2003, offering a wide selection of coffee and many other refreshments. I am excited to share my summer drink again with everybody. I've been doing it. Actually, you're drinking it now, too.
Is it the dragon fruit elderflower Italian energy soda?
And you're loving it, too.
I love it.
We actually had another guest
great.
get it, so I'm excited to hear what our guest today has to say about
Great
their
stuff.
amazing drink. All right. I think we are ready to head right into this. Oh, boy. Carl, let her rip.
This week's Construction Chaos is brought to you by the city of Stevens Point, the only municipality in the region with the gall to inconvenience over 50,000 motorists daily by closing every major thoroughfare simultaneously.
This week's Construction Chaos.
Ready?
Just stay
home.
How about that?
Yeah, don't even get on the roads and travel in Portage County. Forget it.
Well, we don't want to do that to our local businesses because we do support them. On the south side, Business 51 remains closed between the McDill Pond Causeway and Michigan Avenue, but crews are still pouring concrete near Minnesota Avenue, and if weather cooperates, that section could reopen in about 2 weeks. That further closure, though, does travel more to Nabel Street intersection, and that is expected to remain in place a bit longer. On the north side, construction between Briggs and Franklin Streets is expected to continue for roughly another 6 weeks, so drivers should continue planning for delays. Over on Michigan Avenue, that stretch between Dixon and Patch Street remains closed while crews install new storm sewer drainage systems and underground utilities underneath that lovely railroad overpass. Road construction is expected to continue through mid-September. Temporary Church Street closure announced earlier last week has ended. The road is now open, but Michigan Avenue Underpass does remain closed until September, as does a portion of 4th Avenue at the UWSP campus. In Plover, reconstruction of Highway 54 and Plover Road continues and is expected to last through November, thanks to WISDOT's wonderful decision to reduce the number of crews working on that project from 4 to 1. Portage County drivers also have a couple other projects to watch. County Highway D between County Highway A and Highway 54 remains closed through traffic while crews rebuild the roadway, with a completion expected in October. Meanwhile, resurfacing has begun on County Highway E between County HH, also known as the old Highway 10, and Dam Road. The road does remain open, but drivers should expect flagging operations and delays. Finally, if you're planning a trip to Standing Rocks Park, remember that road east of the park entrance remains closed through September 22nd. The park is still accessible using the west entrance from Custer Road. For all this and other late construction breaking updates, check out spmetrowire.com.
You said it took you 24 minutes today?
Let me just tell you something here. So I grew up here, right? So I know the city pretty well. You know, I mean, you do too.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with road construction. I truly am. Even though Plover figured it out, the county figured it out, Stevens Point for some reason is, it's like they're blind. They couldn't find their way out of a bag with a flashlight in two hands. It's getting a little bit embarrassing here at how much road construction is happening simultaneously. I needed a specific photo of the McDill Dam today, and I needed it from a certain angle.
I thought to myself, how in the world and she was like, well, I was thinking, well, did she go swimming?
That would be a hell of a lot easier than the route I took. Let me tell you, I should have just parked at Lower Whiting Park and jumped in the water and swam across. Would have been so much faster.
I could have got you Segwaiters.
Took me 24 minutes to drive around.
Oh, my
And I'm not berating the crews. You guys are doing hard work.
Yeah.
I understand there are construction delays. It's not your fault that the projects were stacked on top of each other like a really wobbly. What's that game with the blocks? Anything. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, you guys. It took me 24 minutes to travel an otherwise 3-minute route.
Oh, my goodness.
Just to get this one photo, but I am a dedicated journalist, and
Well,
I'm willing to make that sacrifice for our readers.
Well, if you ever need me to save you, you can always call and let me know. I'll be right there. But
Why? Are you a magic carpet ride? Do you have a magic carpet? You can just fly over the construction. Are you gonna get me there faster, Trina?
So today, I'm on my way to an event prior to the show, and I'm like, running late, in a hurry, thinking about all the things and doing all the things, and I'm like, got to turn around, left turn, right turn, oh, shoot, that road's closed, oh, darn it, this one, that one. I literally just about lost it. I just can't, and you don't realize it because you're right. We're from here. We're so used to just literally driving where we need to go. Oh.
You just hit the tables with so much
I
force
know.
that you knocked my microphone down about 2 inches here. We're gonna sorry to listeners at home.
I did have
It's
somebody
Trina's fault.
ask me, when do you think this, when are we going to expect this to be done? Winter? Winter.
Stevens Point is going to be a great city once they finish building it.
And it's but I mean,
The
winter.
Business 51 project is a years-long project. It will take a number of years to complete.
Snow will be flying before the construction crews head out.
Well, it's being built in phases. Like
Yeah.
Business 51 was in Plover. That was done in segments as well.
Yeah.
This is not dissimilar.
Well, I feel bad for so many people. I also ran into someone today, and I was at an event, and they were like, oh, my gosh, I went this way and didn't realize. I'm like, well, just get ready. Now, Water Street.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Just wait for that story, folks.
Buckle up. Well, we have a really exciting guest today. I think.
We do?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I've been following along his story and some of the amazing things that he's got going on, and what he's been filming
I thought we were doing the news first.
is a clue. But okay, we'll do the news first. Sorry,
Trina screwed up.
Trina
She wasn't
screwed
looking
up.
at the cue sheet,
I'm
everybody.
excited. There's a special day tomorrow that I'm not looking forward to, but yeah.
Then why is it special?
Well, everyone for me in my life thinks it's special, but for me, I'm like, it's not special.
Okay.
we'll
Do you want to share with us what
no,
that is?
No. Hottest stories of the week brought to you by the one and only Rookies Sports Pub located in Stevens Point. And most importantly, please pay all them businesses, especially Rookies over on Business 51. They're really struggling over there. Well, they're not.
They're not struggling, but I mean,
the constant moving
business is
of
down a
the
little
driveway
bit.
to get in it's right in the mainstream of construction. He's open with his kitchen 11 to 9, serving up your favorite Wagyu burger.
oh, the Wagyu burgers are amazing.
I know. We got to go make a video soon. We keep talking about it. Free trivia on Tuesday nights, open mic on Wednesdays, and bourbon and cigars on the patio Thursday night. The banquet hall, but here we go. No, I'm doing it.
This has something.
Oh, no.
Oh,
We
my
lost her. She's down for the count. And now we have all those viewers tonight. We need you to be heard.
My mic is out.
Oh, no. Carl, Dr. Carl.
We can blame Trina for this.
Our beautiful PR, Carl.
My mic is out.
My mic. I
You
can't
can hear her,
Oh my
but she
God,
can't
wait.
hear herself.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, do it again.
Way to go, Trina. Nope. I'm
Oh
out.
my God. Yeah,
Is it-
you're out.
I'm out. What do we do?
We're out. Oh, wait. Is it my thingy dinger?
Ladies and gentlemen, stand by.
Stand by. We're ahead of schedule. This is our first technical difficulty ever.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, live. Everybody meet our amazing production
Okay.
goddess,
Nope.
Carl.
You know. Did you just call him a goddess?
A goddess. He's
I
God.
see.
Oh. Woo!
Stop hitting the table, Trina.
Okay, I love you. Well, I'll have some more caffeine and it'll help.
Thank you, Carl. You're welcome. That was Dr. Carl.
I love how you said that.
It's Dr. Carl. I got a
It's-
fever, and the only prescription is Dr. Carl.
Carl. All right.
For those of you who don't know, that's a great bit from a wonderful old television show,
Yeah.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
God, I love that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
Absolutely.
lead into these hottest news stories of the week.
Fire away, Trina.
Stevens Point isn't giving up on those plans to redevelop that former Shopko property, despite the project's failure to secure state housing tax credits this year. City officials want to extend their development agreement with the Commonwealth Development, giving the developer another chance to apply for funding for its proposed mixed-income housing and childcare project. Officials say the application narrowly missed this year's cutoff and believe changes to the next funding cycle could improve its chance. The Redevelopment Authority is expected to consider the extension later this month. Looking for a way to give back, the Portage County Public Library is hosting a volunteer fair from 10 a.m. till noon on Saturday, August 15th. And it's at the Stevens Point branch, 1001 Main Street. About a dozen local nonprofit businesses will be on hand to share volunteer opportunities in areas like youth programs, social services, and health and wellness. This event is free and open to the public and doesn't require registration. Learn more at pocolibrary.org.
In other news, construction could begin later this month after the Village of Plover has approved a nearly $20 million contract for a new public safety complex. Trustees unanimously awarded the $19.9 million construction contract to Marshfield-based Boson Company to build a new police station and to expand the village's existing fire station. The price was dropped by more than $1.1 million after the village eliminated a planned indoor underground firing range.
Wow.
That only would have been available to other cops. Sorry.
Can we use it?
I just said it would only be available to other cops.
Can we use it?
Wow. Meow.
I love that.
Village leaders say the overall project remains on budget at about $23.5 million and will be completed
Wow.
in phases. Meow. Allowing police and fire operations to continue without interruption during construction. The Monroe House is officially shutting down after its board voted to dissolve the nonprofit last week. The transitional housing program opened in late 2024, but struggled after losing the Monroe Street location, formerly known as Turn of the Century Apartments, and ultimately decided it couldn't continue without a permanent facility. The board voted unanimously to donate about 70% of its remaining funds to Partnering Together Portage County, which is renovating the area's first year-round homeless shelter over on Church Street, with the remaining money going to Community Mediation of Wisconsin, a new nonprofit focused on preventing evictions. Board members said while Monroe House is ending, they hope its mission will continue through those organizations. Family member. Village trustees unanimously approved the project with groundbreaking expected in September and earth moving anticipated later this month. And finally, what you've all been waiting for, drivers in Stevens Point, and you won't hear this anywhere else, by the way, because I'm not sure there are any other news reporters paying attention. Drivers in Stevens Point should expect another road closure later this month. A portion of Water Street will close for about 3 days so crews can install water and sewer connections for the city's new city hall after contractors discovered unexpected underground utilities that forced a redesign. City officials say the closure hasn't been scheduled yet, but it is expected later this month. And a signed detour route will be in place while the work is completed, because who needs to travel north or south?
But where is the detour going to go, and how are they going to detour around it? Because there is nowhere to detour.
I really think all of those things are still in the process of being figured out, Trina.
Well, we could stand there and flag. We could, can you imagine? We'd be sitting out there having
We'd
coffee.
be flag girls.
Can you imagine?
How do you dress for that?
I don't know. Jeez Louise.
No caffeine for you.
No.
It's like the soup guy
Oh,
on Seinfeld.
What?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna bring on this amazing guest. I've been following for quite a while.
Are you sure?
He is pretty impressive in what he does on his own. Our guest today is the one and only
Mike Whitty! Just don't hit the table.
He is the executive director of the Portage County Business Council.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
President and
Thank you so
CEO,
much for
but
coming.
okay.
You're fired.
It is my fault. I am the one who gave her that.
She
title,
wrote that
so-
down. Fired. We lost our journalist today.
You know,
all I need.
I'm adding the testosterone to this conversation.
So it's actually kind of she was asking me, she's like, what kind of guy is he? You know, what's his personality?
Because I watch your videos and I love them.
And I said he's fun. He's fun.
Yeah.
He's got an upbeat personality.
Yeah.
He's a train nerd, but he's also
train
very
nerd.
very
I am.
easy to talk
like
to.
actual.
so
Do not say these old. No, I'm coming over.
You should see his office at Christmas time.
I'm coming over. I'm coming.
It's like the Sears catalog from
no.
1952,
I-
just
It
vomited
pretty much
all
is.
over the place.
If I didn't have cats and dogs, I would have a good friend of ours. We'll post at Christmas time. He puts his train up around the living room. It's so realistic.
What do
Only
the cats
one?
and dogs have to do with it?
No, he's got.
See?
Because they would knock it over, and I'm so jealous.
My cat knocks over glasses. That's what
Yeah,
cats do.
why I don't have an old antique train going around my living room with my Christmas tree.
I've
I
got two
see.
cats.
Oh.
I
things
bet you
must be
it's
interesting.
stunning.
So when I moved here 5 years ago, I had 4 moving trucks move me. Only one had furniture. I had one truck that was nothing but. I collect O-scale trains, so Lionel, Mike's Train House, those type of things. I'm on medication for it, but it's not working.
I'll come over and help you. Well,
I have 2,500.
Oh my goodness
Yeah.
gracious!
Yeah,
Well,
so-
one of my
When
questions.
she said train nerd, she wasn't kidding.
So one of my questions is, tell us a little bit about yourself before you gain, this amazing title here.
Well,
where are you?
I think, not to interrupt,
Yeah,
but
no.
he and I have kind of a weird connection.
Oh, do tell. I do. wanna
Very
hear.
weird. Oh,
way,
hold on.
way back.
Yeah. So
For
gonna
those
be-
who don't know, I'm also a journalist in my day job and
Yes.
my night job and everything.
But you're
else while
fired
I'm
now
not
because
here.
you messed up his
I
amazing,
messed
beautiful
up his title. Yeah.
title.
God,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
been like
that's
that
on
for
me.
2 years too.
She's fired.
I know. Well, you never call. I mean,
Oh, do you have your drink?
I already hammered it.
What did you think of Emmy
Oh,
J's beautiful?
I love Emmy J's.
I do too.
I
you
go there.
hammered a large chai tea in that 15 minutes.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
did.
folks.
I totally did.
It's so magical, right?
What's happening? here?
These
I
are
love
just.
it.
I know. She'll sit here and it'll be still. I'm like gone.
Yeah,
Don't
they're
cry.
climbing the walls over
Gone.
here.
Anything from Emmy J's is magnificent.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
love them over there. Okay, sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
so
Squirrel.
I grew up in a little small town called Berlin, Wisconsin. So
Okay.
it's just by Ripon, Green Lake area.
Yep.
And my parents were both in the newspaper business. My dad worked for the Oshkosh Daily Northwestern. My mom worked for the Berlin Journal, and I delivered the Milwaukee Journal. So we had the newspaper industry covered.
What did
Yeah.
your parents do? May I ask?
My father was actually on the printing side of the paper. A long time ago in a galaxy far away, they were called linotypes, and it's where you typed out the story onto lead.
Wow.
And you set up the lead that way. Then they went to cold type, and he transitioned to cold type, and just a really neat thing. And
So amazing.
And he would come home with UPI and API
On the brain.
pictures
Yep.
of train accidents that they didn't print.
Wow.
So I have like AP and UPI pictures from the
wow.
Chicken
70s.
dinner photos.
Yeah.
Body parts.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
what? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
That's how you sold papers.
Wow.
yeah. So
Unbelievable.
So yeah. So we kind of had Berlin, Wisconsin covered with all
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
newspapers. Yeah. And
Oh,
then,
my goodness.
So then I took a big right turn. I went to school to be a priest.
What? Well, we're in the place.
You don't see that about
What?
him?
No.
That kind of.
No.
There's a
No, but we're in the place, although the building has been
deconsecrated.
deconsecrated. But I'm a true Catholic. What religion, may I ask?
Roman Catholic.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, you true Catholic, can you say the Hail Mary in Polish?
No,
Miss Polatsky
I do
over
not know. I'm a ski from
I used to
home.
be able to say it in German.
There? Oh,
My grandmother
it's beautiful in
it's
German.
it's gorgeous. I actually purposely listen to it from the Lords. When they say the Lords, I turn that on every day. My grandma used to say it at noon, 11 o'clock every day.
Okay.
And I'll turn it on and I will purposely put it because I just think it's so beautiful to listen to it.
So I was 6 weeks away. I was going to school for a missionary order, so I wasn't diocesan, and I was 6 weeks away from becoming Brother Michael Whitty, and I decided to make a left turn back to where I made the right turn before, and
Yeah.
so then I went to St. Norbert College in De Pere, Wisconsin, graduated from there, and when you graduate from college, and I actually teach a course at UW Stevens Point right now called Building Relationships in Business. And
I didn't know that.
I don't know a lot about it. I just kind of fake it.
He wings it. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. We'll bring some train history in. We got it.
But we I tell the kids, I said, I say kids, right? They're
Yeah.
Young
college
adults.
students.
Yes,
Young adults.
yes. College students
They're
could
kids
be-
to me, okay?
Yeah,
I call them kids.
Yeah, yeah.
But today it's I think COVID screwed up a lot of people.
Oh, God.
In every industry.
Yes.
But I will say that the kids nowadays, and when I say kids, I'm going to say high school and early college, they're starting to get back to the basics of relationships, like building a
Rudimentary.
relationship. Yes.
Very rudimentary stuff. Yes, I noticed.
And that is really, they're not the first ones to run out to the internet and look at something. They're going to kind of research on their own. They're going to ask friends, ask family, ask, what's this all about? It's like you guys were doing the road report before, and I was sitting there going, there's a engineer at the city of Stevens Point, and I can't remember his name right now. And I've been trying to think. And he is the sharpest guy I have ever met in a street engineering department, ever. He is that good, and I sit there and I mean he every time I sit down with him, I'm like, he just amazes me.
Yeah.
And when I say he's younger, I'm going to guess he's
Well, they're
early
all
30s.
probably. I mean, look, Punky Brewster just turned 50 yesterday. I don't know. If
Really?
yeah. So
Oh, I do feel
the-
old.
calling,
We are,
the kids is subjective.
It
and
is.
I think, and you brought up the city engineering
Yeah.
folks. We know there are a group of municipal workers from a certain municipality who watch us over some adult beverages, and we just want to say hello.
we love all of you.
We love
I
you
know one or
guys.
two out there, but I would like to know the
And-
full group.
And
Wow.
no, you don't.
I'll come visit. We'll leave her to her journalism or meetings or whatever the heck she said she's doing.
Trini and I'll come out and see you.
Yeah, go right ahead.
We'll
I'll
make
stay
a video.
home.
We'll have
I'd
a
rather
few
stay
drinks.
home anyway.
You think this is bad? Wait till I have alcohol, because
You guys, you have to experience her in person to get the full effect.
I think some of them may know me because I have projects myself that I've been working on
well,
in the city.
Yeah.
La-ti da bo da da ta. All
You
right,
see how many-
anywho. So, so this, yes, religion is really becoming a thing right now. I have
is.
a 25-year-old that is reading the Bible.
Yeah.
And it is moving. I lost my mother, and she was a God-given woman. I don't know how to explain. I mean, the woman, I swear, was a saint.
Well,
And it scares me now to be precariously watching this in my 25-year-old. So thank you for what you did. I know it isn't what you're doing now, but it is important to me. It's always been important to me. So thank you.
Well, it was really interesting because at the end of the last Saturday in June, we have a school reunion, not a class reunion. Because, I mean, our class was 9. You know, I mean,
Wow.
we can get together just about any time we want,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know, mostly in Chicago because that's where most of my classmates are. But
wow.
it's really interesting because this year we got together, and one of the priests who I know very well was doing the mass that evening, and I told Father Cunningham, I'm like, you know, it's a beautiful day out. It wasn't too hot. It was just sunny and everything. You know, we can skip the homily. And I said, you know, and he's like, why do you say that? And I said, well, you know, no offense, Father, but you know, sometimes homilies are dry, and I said, you know, unless you have us doing the homily, you know, and he goes, you know, that's a good idea, and so I thought he was just playing with me. Yeah, so
You're corrupting priests now?
so apparently yes.
We're coming to the new norm in the new what is it? The new era.
So anyway, so mass starts and we come to the homily and
He did it, did
Father
he?
Cunningham goes, well, you know, it was a suggestion that maybe someone else should be doing the homily tonight. And I stood up and Kayla just about lost it.
And Kayla's your fiance,
Yes,
for those who don't know.
yeah, Kayla's my fiance. She's about lost it. She's like, she had no idea that I even had that conversation.
Yeah.
And here I am giving my first homily since 81.
Wow.
And I
bet you it was beautiful, though. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment.
I have people that were there that said that was the best homily they've heard in years.
And it's because, you know, you put your emotions and your feelings and what matters and means the most to you. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Beautiful. We're hanging out. I love him, everybody. I knew there was something exciting for my special day tomorrow.
Stop talking about your special day if you don't want to tell everyone what your special day is. For
Well, him
God's
and I will
sake.
do a video. We'll include her, maybe.
Oh, my God.
We're going to make a special video. All right, anyway.
So then I you know, you kind of go through life. You try and find the job that fits you. And I did. I worked some time at EAA in Oshkosh, Experimental Aircraft Association, which was really neat. Great experience.
wow.
Met phenomenal people. People that you know, like I'm going into the bathroom. This guy's coming out of the bathroom. It's Chuck Yeager, and it's like, what?
That's so cool.
You know,
That's so cool,
You know,
yeah.
so I that was one of the highlights, you know, of working there. You met everyone that was in flight and aerospace.
Oh, wow. You've done some really cool stuff. I
Well,
love
he hasn't
this
even
stuff.
gotten to the cooler.
There's
part yet.
cooler stuff?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so talk to me how you got to Stevens Point from there to here.
Okay.
We got plenty of time.
So I had been working for the Green Bay Area Chamber of, or the Greater Green Bay Area Chamber of Commerce.
Oh.
And I really loved Chamber there. And I really knew that this is someplace that I wanted to be. And, you know, as you can say this any way you want, I wasn't the CEO or executive director there. And her and I didn't get along. And it wasn't a bad thing. She had a different goal in mind. I was very member-centric. So I was very focused on what can I do to make the businesses better.
I was just going to say better
Yep.
and in your own vision. And what you're doing here is phenomenal because I've been watching you for a while. So when she said you were coming on, I was like, oh, I'm watching it. He just did a video on Rachel. Oh, and he just talked about
She has not shut up about the video.
And he
you
just
did
did a
for
video
Rachel
on Bobby.
since you did it.
Bobby things. And I'm in these.
Oh, babes.
Bob,
What?
enunciate. This is
No.
a family-friendly show.
No, I'm a yin and a yang. Forget it. Anywho, so my best friend and my daughter, they've been drinking these drinks with these thingy-dingers in them. And I didn't like the thingy-dingers in them. And to find out after watching your
Boba.
show,
It's a
after
boba.
watching his show, it's what those thingy-dingers were in the drink.
We had boba at Starbucks like 3 times.
I know, but I don't like the thingy-dingers. I don't like like
Well,
the fingy fingers
it
in there.
depends on what you have.
And
Get the
because
fruit ones.
because I watched your show and how she explained how they make them, I'm going to go there now and try.
Okay, but you got to try their chicken.
Okay.
I'm serious. The fried chicken that they make.
We're gonna make a video. We're going back, Brandy and Trina on the road with a special guest.
Yes, I mean it is phenomenal there.
Look at, she's like, what am I getting? I mean, there's so
We
many.
support our sponsors.
Well, and here's the thing, and okay, if you're from Stevens Point,
Yes.
you will not understand this. Okay,
If you're wait, say that again.
if you're from Stevens
Stevens
Point, born and
Point.
raised, if you're born and raised in Stevens Point, you will not understand how special this area is.
Oh,
Okay,
I kind of do because I worked in politics my whole life.
that explains a lot.
So I don't get out much, and I gotta, wear the 3-piece suit and be straight faced and quiet and professional.
Okay.
So when I get out, I let her rip, baby. But no, I do know how special Central Wisconsin is, and
I mean,
it's,
when we
yes.
when we moved here, and okay, tonight is Levitt Amp.
Yeah.
Downtown.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you go to Levitt Amp, we take our lawn chairs, we take a cooler, we set them all up, and then we go and we mingle, and we might be mingling for 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
We go back and no one's touched our stuff. Okay.
well, Riverfront.
Riverfront
People
Rendezvous.
put out their blankets for
yes.
and they're there for 24 hours, sometimes maybe more, and the
Correct.
blankets are still there when you
Yes.
come back.
yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, in other places I have lived, that stuff will be gone in 10 minutes.
Or 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and I use this term, and I have to explain it sometimes. I say we have a little slice of Mayberry here, and people go, Mayberry, yeah.
I
it's
love that.
Andy Griffith, RFD. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
When we bought our house, I pulled into the driveway, and there's this guy blowing the leaves off my driveway. It was March, and I'm like, well, that's nice. And so I got out and I said, well, hi, I'm Mike Whitty. I'm the new owner of the house.
Yeah,
and he
welcome.
and he's my next door neighbor. And then I find out he's my State Farm agent. So like a good neighbor, State Farm
State
is there.
Farm is
He is
there.
really my
Oh
good
my
neighbor.
God.
Oh,
you know.
I love that story, though.
And yeah, I mean, Pete and Cindy Taggarts are fantastic people. Pete was as State Farm agent for a long time in the area here, and just phenomenal.
Well, that makes me feel good because we're both born and raised here. So that's
No,
really,
I
no,
wasn't born here.
you weren't born here.
I wasn't born here.
Oh, that's what is it?
I was born in a little town that you blink and miss it in southern Wisconsin, and
you can't- okay.
we moved here when I was. George Michael's Faith and Tracy Chapman's Fast Car were big on the radio.
wow.
So that was 88, 87,
Sorry, I didn't-
88.
Yeah, I did. We
And
went to school together, so it doesn't
We
feel
did,
like
but
you didn't.
I started at Emerson.
Hold on, what small town?
I don't know if
Spell.
she wants to say. That's why I said
Spell.
Broadhead, Wisconsin.
Oh heck, I know
Yeah,
Broadhead.
I mean it's much bigger now than it was back then, but
Yeah.
people still wear bale twine as suspenders
That's okay.
in Broadhead.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yes,
I like Luke Combs, and it's not Luke Perry. I will correct her on that, just like BTS and BBD.
I'm pretty sure that's something you find on a singles website. This is BTS, a global sensation, and these 7 men they don't need to explain themselves to anybody. They withdrew their music from consideration for the Grammys because they don't need the Grammys. We're getting off base.
No, this is funny. There's a story. So when we first met, I was like, first big concert, Luke Combs concert. Counted the days.
She wouldn't shut up.
I talked about it every day, and now she's talking about buying tickets, and she's looking online. She's like, 1 ticket. Guess how much 1 ticket is for what's the name of the band? BTS.
Shut up. You know what band I'm talking about. I mean, the cheap seats are $300, but the VIP box
The one, yeah,
with the parking pass include $8,000.
yeah, it's
And,
crazy. But she started calling my Luke Combs Luke Perry.
So what is Brandy buying 2 of those tickets?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
I don't. You know what? She can make fun of them all night long.
I actually do like their music.
It's
She
like
does
a
play.
religious experience for me. There's just like when you first heard the Beatles, and it was like an awakening, or the Stones, or Rush, or whoever it was, and
We have different music likes, but then we like the 80s music too.
we do.
Yeah, we're going to do an 80s show. I don't know when, but you're welcome to join us if you would like.
I'm in.
Okay, so let's talk to you about getting this amazing position that you're doing and what you're doing, and we need to talk about how you created these videos.
Okay, so First of all, I was after my stint in the Green Bay Chamber, I wanted something very challenging, and so I recruited truck drivers, and everyone said, "Well, there's not enough truckers in the yeah, not true. We did really good.
Yeah.
I got to build my own team, and I think that's a real important factor with any successful business,
Yes.
building your own team.
Yes.
And so I was recruiting truck drivers for a company in Sherry or Blanker, depending on where you want to be, called DeBoer Trucking. And I came home one night, and Kayla goes, "I found your job." And I go, "What do you mean you found my job?" They're looking for the new executive director at the Portage County Business Council.
Wow.
And I went, shut the front door. I could not believe it because I used to be a member of the Portage County Business Council.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I here's the scary part. I was there for the dedication of the building that I now work in.
Oh, really?
1998.
I love it. It's meant to be then.
Yeah,
it's meant to
absolutely.
be.
It's a
and
full circle
may
thing.
I ask, do you know the Mr. One and Only Rick Crossan then? From
Absolutely.
I adore him and
Yes.
I have the utmost
But
respect.
this is
for
not a
him.
political show.
No, it isn't. But I know where he
I
worked
know
and
Rick
who he
too. Yeah.
worked for.
Yeah.
I'll have to send you his most recent podcast he just did.
Okay.
So, anywho.
Anyway,
back to
so
topic.
so I went through the application process, and it was the interview process was very lengthy.
For
and
sure.
and I'm like, oh my God, and there were amazing people. So
Yeah.
the chairman of the board every year is my boss. So the person that hired me was a gentleman by the name of Ray Ackerland. He's president at Skyward. He was board chair that year.
Okay.
And I was all excited, and I mean, everything was going well. And I said, what's the next step in the process? And he says, well, we're going to have a decision by Friday. And Friday came around, and there was nothing.
Oh, no.
And then it was another week
Oh,
and nothing.
no. I hate those.
And then
about
I'm
right.
like, oh
Yeah.
my God, what is going on? And then finally, the following Thursday, I get the call, and I was excited. And I think the things that, and I told them when I took the job, I said, the first thing with a good chamber, you have to have good programs and good events.
Amen.
And we have phenomenal programs and events. I can't say enough about my staff.
Sure.
So we have Karen Myers, who's been with the Portage County Business Council for 29
I was
years.
going to say a long time.
Which is amazing because she doesn't look a day over 30.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I swear to
Well,
God. She,
Yeah.
We think she started when
Wonderful
she was 10.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
You know,
She ages beautifully and gracefully.
exactly.
That is for sure.
And then we have Holly Fox, who
Yep.
heads up our foundation, and she does the Partners in Education, the Leadership Portage County,
Wow.
the Teen Leadership Program, and people laugh, and she tells the story, and she's absolutely correct. The day she started, I gave her a little file folder, a little yellow file folder, and I go, "Here's your program, go at it." And that was all the guidance I gave her. And to really highlight that, this year for the Teen Leadership Program. So when I started here, Holly was not with us. I hired Holly.
Okay.
There were 8 students in teen leadership that year, so it would have been 21, 22.
Okay.
Okay? This year, we now have 47 students in teen leadership.
Oh, my goodness.
It is phenomenal.
Oh, I love that,
It
though.
is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then she's done the same thing with Leadership Portage County. And I told her, this is your program. Build it the way you want it. And she's done a tremendous job.
Yay.
And the same thing with Karen. We have done so well with our programs. Now, I know that like the second week I was there, I went into Karen and I said, hey, I'm going to want to move business after hours to Tuesday night instead of Monday night because Monday night isn't a good night. And she looked at me, and she just looked at me for a minute and wasn't sure if I was serious. And I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. But, you know, one of the neatest things, and this goes to show just how we are here in Portage County. The CEO of People's Bank, People's had a business after hours, I think it was either May or June. The CEO of People's Bank said, in his very first remark, he said, first of all, I want to say you guys should teach your neighboring chambers how to do business after hours.
Wow.
There's 137 people there, and that's kind of our average. is 137
But
p.m.
it's grown over the years.
It has.
I know COVID put a damper on everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But there's a definite difference
I think
in
there's
PCBC events in the past 5 years.
yes.
And these events, these social events that you guys are holding, there is a noticeable, palpable difference in the number of people who show up and the energy.
Energy is that's correct. That's absolutely correct. The energy is always there. I mean, and people say, as goes the leader, as goes the chamber. And I do have to say that I have good mentors.
Yeah.
So Dave Miner, who is the chamber director in Eau Claire, he's retiring in 2 months. He was my mentor. I would go to him and say, Dave, I need this. So we were talking. You asked me how my videos came up. So we were at a chamber function in Eau Claire, and it was statewide chambers.
Yep.
And we were sitting there probably over a cocktail or three. And
That's okay. Hey, look what came out of it, because I love your stuff.
and well, Dave said, you've got good energy.
Yeah.
You've got a great personality.
Yeah.
You have to see what this guy does. Now, there's also a Midwest area chamber executives meeting every year in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Okay.
I have not gone to it yet because it's typically there's a conflict with something.
Yeah.
This year, this May, I might go. But anyway, he says there's this guy in South Dakota that does this thing. He says you should take a look at it. So he gave me his number, and I introduced myself to him over the phone, and I said, can you send me a copy of this? And it's Tuesday Morning with Ted. And I'm looking at it, and it's not bad, but it's not me.
Right. You want to put your own touch on
Correct.
it.
And it probably works in South Dakota.
Right.
Not slamming South Dakota, so South Dakota people don't send Trina and
Brandy hate
all
mail,
kinds of hate
please.
mail. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not but
I get what you're saying. You
know,
want them to do your own thing, and
right.
yeah.
And we used part of what he did because when we started Monday Morning with Mike, first of all, we have a thing in the Chamber of Business called R&D,
Okay.
rip off and duplicate.
That's funny. There are some news outlets in the county who do that too. Oh my gosh.
So anyway,
I can't hit the table, but I wanted to go.
Don't pound it. You're going to
I'm gonna
don't.
mess it up. Okay.
No.
So,
Oh, God, I don't know.
so the very first one, we said, okay, we're going to try it. So at the time, our director of marketing communications was a gentleman by the name of Seamus. And Seamus and I went out. So what we wanted to do was get more golfers for our golf outing at Wisconsin River. So we went down to Wisconsin River.
I
and we
remember
shot,
seeing this.
This is episode 1.
I saw this. I've been following, for honest to goodness, a long time.
So we.
I'm a fan of the show.
I'll do autographs later.
Okay. As long as Brandy and I make the show, I'm in. We're going on the show. The show.
Oh man, I gotta be on camera some more.
Well, you're on camera now every Thursday night.
My hair is the main thing
Just
here.
tell her she
tonight.
looks
We
gorgeous
shouldn't
and
even
beautiful. We're gonna wing it.
Okay.
I'm not the beauty queen here. That's you.
I don't even. Okay, not squirrel. Okay, we're going. We got this.
So anyway, so we went out and we shot it, and Seamus did his thing.
Yeah.
And we put it out, and 7 calls that day. How do I get a Monday Morning with Mike?
Oh my goodness.
And I went to Seamus and I said, all right, we got something here. Let's roll with it.
That's kind of what
And-
we did too
and-
when we started.
And then I do have to say, Seamus was with us for 2 years, and when he called me and he said, Mike, I got to give you my notice, and I was kind of heartbroken.
Yeah.
I really appreciated the relationship, and he said, yeah, he is now video production for Culver's Corporate.
Oh wow.
So I'm kind of
So
proud.
because of something you created and thought of and did, and now look at where he is.
It gets worse.
Oh, no.
The franchise. So they were trying, and this surprises me from Madison. Okay, Sauk Prairie is
Okay.
close to
Nothing
Madison.
should surprise you coming from Madison.
Well,
saying.
they couldn't find someone to do what he does in Madison.
That's mind blowing.
It is.
There's such
And-
a liberal
and-
arts college down there. You'd think they would have someone
For
in
Culver's.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
For Culver's. And so they reached out to the Wisconsin franchises. Do you know anyone that can do this? And the franchise owner who owns the Culver's on Highway 10 sent him
Russ.
3 Monday Morning with Mikes. And that's what got him the job.
Carl, don't even think of it. You're stuck here
Now-
forever.
Now I do have to say
I would never.
the next person up is Liam. And Liam is our current director of marketing and communications.
Oh, wow.
He is still a student at UW Stevens Point, but the difference is he's a media person. Seamus was a graphic arts person that could do media. Liam is a media person.
Wow.
And if you look at
Carl, take some notes.
if you look at there's been a definite change in Monday Morning with Mike, not in a bad way, but he is, and I give him all the credit because I say I'm the face and the voice. He is the magic behind Monday Mornings with Mike.
That's who Carl is
Exactly.
for us. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, he picks the music.
The
and-
music's great. This last one you did. She's talking and you're sitting on the chair. Did you watch this last one?
I am not on Facebook for a reason.
I'm going to send it to her just to annoy her
then-
tomorrow
then
morning.
why don't you
Really
go on
is.
YouTube?
70%
Go
of
on
Portage
YouTube.
County is
Go
not on
YouTube.
Facebook.
Go on YouTube. This is on YouTube.
I'm going
Go
to
on
send it
YouTube.
to the Bobby T. Okay. I'll say, you're sitting in this chair and he's doing an interview with the business owner and they're talking. It's great. It's great banter. And they're playing a really soft, it's perfect. Perfect.
I have seen we're on your list. We get all those videos that you
I'm
send
like
out.
a fan of his show.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when Liam moves on, who else do you have with a Celtic name who can take over that position?
I'm thinking Carl.
Carl.
Liam.
He's really good.
Carl is not a Celtic name.
It works. I can say
We can change that in a hurry. He is so magically
Carl with
talented.
But again, I look at this, as long as I can have him for some time.
yeah.
This is great. I mean, this is great resume building stuff.
Oh, for sure.
And the other thing is there's a relationship. I mean, you have relationships with the
Yeah.
people in the community.
Right.
And it doesn't matter. Stevens Point, Whiting, Plover, Bancroft, Amherst,
Rosholt. Yeah.
Junction City.
Rosholt.
She got Rosholt.
I'm not going to stop the Rosholt. It's my thing. I don't know. You're just everywhere. And then where do you decide? Do they just keep calling you nowadays? So how do you know which business? You're just so busy.
We have a list.
Wow.
Like today, I was in Wittenberg. So a lot of people don't know there's a shuttle that leaves Mondays and Thursdays and goes to Ho Chunk Casino in Wittenberg. And you can take the casino up there.
Of course I knew that.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
No one knows. You didn't have to tell everyone that. You could have been like, yeah, I knew that.
No,
So-
I'm
and-
too honest.
So
Maybe I need some alcohol.
I took the shuttle up there
No.
with Liam and 4 lovely ladies from, 3 from Point, 1 from Rosholt.
Rosholt.
And we went up to the casino, and then we shot up there, and then Angie, our director of investor engagement, came and got us
Yeah.
because I wasn't going to hang out there for and play slots for 3
Yeah,
hours. So.
that's not my thing. That's why I probably didn't know about it.
But sometimes like Bo Babes, that's a great example.
Yeah.
We've been wanting to do one with Bo Babes, so we called them and said, okay, stop putting it off. Let's do it. Let's just do it.
Let's come in and see what you have to offer.
And I think, and we get a lot of feedback on Monday Morning with Mike from people that are from here that say, you teach me stuff about the community I never knew about.
Right. That's kind of how we feel too. We've had guests come on. Big Red 106.5 came on. No one knew he had a food truck.
Yeah.
We got messages after, what? Big Red has a food truck? Oh, and it's a fish food truck? And what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm on air with Big Red tomorrow morning,
Oh, my, I'm coming.
8 o'clock.
I'm
The
coming.
Bishop of Baritone.
Yes. You'll have to tell him Trina and Brandy say hello.
That
will-
is
He was-
my nickname for him. The
He was
Bishop
our
of Baritone.
first guest, and I was beyond excited. We go way back when he first moved here. I had
Okay.
the opportunity to meet him, and I just love what he's brought to the area too. And what you're doing is just great. I love it.
And we do. We have fun with it, and I think so. Just to give you some numbers around it, we had 129% increase in people following Monday Morning with Mike in 25,
wow.
and 89% finish rate, meaning they increase, watch it to the end. Now I'm going to tell you that's Liam. Liam said, let's start putting outtakes at the end.
Oh,
So people love watching Mike screw up.
that's my idea.
So
We get a lot of viewers on our bloopers as well.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think it just shows that we're people, right?
Well, and
We're-
not only that, what would be interesting, and maybe you guys can look into this, or maybe you have looked into this. So the videos that you do on the businesses, do they notice a fluctuation? Here we go, journalist
I'm
101.
trying
Don't
to-
open.
Are,
Don't no.
are they seeing? Are they
Are
seeing
they
an increase
noticing
in
an
business?
increase in people coming and going in the next
I'm
couple
going
of
to
days?
give you a quick story.
Okay.
Dulce Printing. Okay.
Okay.
Nancy Dulce.
Hi, Nancy. We
Hi,
love
Nancy.
Nancy and I go way back.
Okay.
When I was in a technology field, I actually rented from her. We had a training room where New Creations Hair Salon
you. Oh,
is.
God.
Yep.
That was my training room. And matter of fact, that's who does my hair now is Donna over there. And I walked in and I'm like, oh, I see you left all the plugins around. And she goes, yeah, this was a training center. I go, I know, it was mine. But anyway,
It's fancy smancy.
we did a Monday Morning with Mike at Dulce Printing, and this is one people didn't pick up on this. Everyone in the video was wearing a tie, including her dog Teddy.
Aw,
Everyone had a tie on because that's kind of me,
a
you know.
thing, yeah.
Honestly, when I'm not wearing a shirt and tie, I can walk by people and they have no idea who I am.
Well, no, I believe that, but only because of your
What?
ties. Your ties are very unique
Oh, absolutely.
and one of a kind.
Yep.
And they definitely stand out in the
They do.
room in a
They're-
sea of ties.
I've seen you
stand
at
out.
several events. I've been at a couple political events when I was working, and I did see you there. And yeah, you have some gorgeous ties. I
I do.
will say.
I've got 72 of them.
Oh wow,
Yeah. So, but
72 ties.
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Good God, man.
I've
Wait,
got.
Do you have the
I've got a
matching
what-
little,
handkerchief?
clip?
A
Oh,
couple.
oh,
couple
yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah.
the matching little
But-
thing in here?
But anyway, there's that persona that you have, you know, and sometimes I don't like being Monday Morning with Mike or being the CEO and president and CEO because people think that you can't talk to me. And honestly, if they know,
Oh,
if
you're
they really
so
know
friendly,
who I am,
yeah.
I'm just Mike.
Yeah, I've said hi
I know
to
I
you
have a
before.
title, but I'm still just
Yeah,
Mike.
you're a normal person.
But anyway, getting back to the Nancy Dulce story.
Yeah.
So we shot the video, and then maybe 2 weeks later, we were going to see upstairs is what's upstairs from
The
Nancy?
break room, the
I know what you're thinking about. now.
escape room.
The
is what I
escape
was
room
thinking.
is there.
And we're going to meet with them, and Nancy pulled in next to me, and she goes, Mike, I have to tell you, we got 4 new companies based on your Monday Morning with Mike.
See, that
They
matters.
didn't know we did this, this, and this, and that does matter.
It does, yeah, amen.
And that's what we try for. I mean, I don't promise anyone that we're going to all of a sudden, you know, increase business.
Well-
but you know, I'm going to tell you, Bowl Babes is a great story.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, okay.
I learned a lot.
Exactly.
I felt like this was outer space and I had no idea what these things were. I know I've had them in a drink or two and I was like, oh, I don't know about this. But now I really want to dive in deep and go
Get the fruit flavored ones.
Okay.
Don't go with the.
We're
the other
going
one.
road trip. Oh, she
But-
loves these road trips.
But again, you know, we have all of these little stories throughout, and I'm going to say throughout Portage County.
Yeah.
So, you know, one of the things that we had as our strategic planning in 25, and one of the things we got back was we have an identity crisis, and no one knows what a business council is, and I would agree with that.
And
You
it's
know,
certainly different than what a business council was considered 5 or 10 years ago, too.
Correct.
yeah, there's a
Yeah.
big shift. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So even when I go to statewide conventions, you know, I'm the only business council listed. Everyone else is a chamber, or
Chamber,
have
sure.
Yeah.
have chamber in the name.
I see that. Yeah.
You know, so in January 27, we're going to announce our new name, our new logo, and
Did you know about this?
Yes, I know everything.
she doesn't know what it is.
I know.
but-
I want to know. Why does she tell me stuff?
But I will tell you, staff has been
Be quiet.
staff has been very focused on this. So we had 4 names. We got it to 14. We cut off 2, added 1, cut off 3, added 2, and we went through it. And I was not expecting to get to a final. I thought we'd get to like 3, and staff agreed this is our new name. It was amazing.
And everything I'm hearing too, over there, everything. I think you guys work so well together, and what you're doing and creating, it makes a difference in this community. And I'm thanking you for that, because everything I'm seeing on the socials, it's exciting, and I like the changes.
It really is. And I think for me, it's
Oh, here we go. She needs all the stories. So here we go. Everything you release, you need to send it to Brandy first, because she is the one.
No. This has nothing to do with Brandy.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with the
see,
Mr.
what Brandy doesn't know is I think I've got a way that we can work together in our professional worlds outside.
We can
of,
do videos.
outside of the show.
I think where I'm coming from, you remember Schoolhouse Rock?
Absolutely.
I'm a bill. Okay. So we have 3 branches of government. Yes. Executive, judicial, and legislative.
Oh, God.
Who is that? No. This won't hurt at all. I promise. What's that 4th branch? Is the press.
Executive. Oh, well, the press.
That's
It's all
what's
right.
the matter with you? You used to work at a newspaper, for God's sake. The 4th estate. We're that separate entity. We're the watchdogs. And what's happening right now is very anti-democracy. Mr. Whitty, you and your brethren at the PCPC have the unique opportunity to save democracy.
Where is this coming from? We never see the fun side.
By working with the press
This is fabulous.
instead of taking our eyeballs away from us. Because if we don't, did you screw up my microphone again?
No,
I'm gonna
you're good.
stick that finger somewhere.
Thingy dinger.
Any news outlet, Channel 9, Channel 7, everyone, we need a certain number of eyeballs to come to your website every month to appease the very, very, very few advertisers you have. Those eyeballs decrease even a little, we lose those advertisers. That means someone can't go cover the city council meeting. Someone can't go to the 2 a.m. fire. Someone can't go find out what's going on the Water Street and when that's closing. The crime stories, the mayor taking 3 trips out of the country in 18 months. Those important stories that used to be in the newspaper every single day. And it's gone. And it's gone because there are entities who utilize Facebook as a news distribution channel instead of letting the press do its job. If the communists take over America, it will be thanks to Facebook.
She's had it with Facebook. She's ready to shut her right down, especially the 2 happening now pages. It's got
that's
to
not
go.
even. No, we're not going to go
Jesus,
there right
Hail
now.
Mary. We
You
better
had to
start
bring it
praying.
up, didn't you?
We better start praying.
Meow.
This is not good. Okay, back to what you're doing in the videos. All right, I'm coming.
It's really exciting, though. Moving to more of a chamber in identity, I think, could potentially help the community to understand people who don't know what PCBC is.
Yeah.
And PCBC is just my nickname for Portage County Business Council. That's just informal.
Look at
Carl, okay?
Carl's showing the clock. It's fine. You know what? My special day is tomorrow. All right, everybody. It is my birthday tomorrow. We're going to let this show go on for the after show. Oh, no, we got some important things to talk about. But after the police and fire calls and all this other stuff, we're going to let her rip. I really like this guy. He might be one of my favorite guests on my favorite guest list.
You know, Carl and I kind of had this little gag that we decided we're going to pull on you, that I was going to stick.
Is that why the clock slid over?
No, I was going to stick a word in.
Seguating?
Nope. I've done it 8 times. Carl, have you been keeping track?
I was going to actually ask you, how many times have you done it so far?
What am I missing? It's because I'm intrigued with it. I'm excited.
Have you ever seen Super Troopers? The movie Super Troopers?
No, I have not.
Well, then it won't make any sense to you.
Okay.
Me neither, because
Are we going to reveal it now?
No.
Or should we keep going?
No,
Okay.
we're going to keep going. She has no
They
idea.
have a joke they're doing on me. This isn't funny. I
Yes,
really
it
like
is.
this guest.
It's
genuinely
hilarious. Mike, we wouldn't be doing this
Mike,
if it
let's
were
just go.
any other guest, because Mike Whitty has a great sense of humor, and I think he has to in this position, because sometimes you work with certain public figures that can be challenging sometimes because there are big personalities, and in some ways you have to I don't want to say playground or hall monitor, but in a way, you kind of have to bring a lot of these big personalities to the same table.
Probably the hardest part of my job
That's one of my questions.
is that I can't have an opinion.
You're mediating.
And I'm reminded by my executive committee that when Mike Whitty talks, it's the Portage County Business Council speaking.
Sure.
And there are times where, oh yeah, I have an opinion, but I go home and I tell Kayla because
Yeah.
I can't tell anyone else
You should
what
get her
I'm
a
thinking.
plaque.
No kidding. The woman needs some roses.
Yeah,
Picks
well,
them up
and-
on the way home.
Well, you know, and
Hail
to
Mary.
your earlier thing, she's in the middle. So she's the director
Yeah.
of public works and water superintendent
oh,
for the village
wow.
of Buren.
Oh,
and she's in the
wow.
middle of a $6.3 million
Yeah,
road
that's a
construction.
lot. That's a lot.
And much like the Water Street issue, she's run into this. Old maps don't have
no.
Right.
have
we
water
hear
connection.
from the town of
Oh,
Clover
Yep.
at their board meetings because they overlap some of their roads
Yeah.
with Barron.
Yeah,
And we hear
and-
the same thing.
yeah.
That utilities
Oh,
are going
geez
everywhere
Louise.
and it's confusing.
I mean, they found a pipe that isn't on anyone's map, and
you're the
they're
second
like,
person I heard that from.
That's
and,
not
and
good.
she's like,
And it's not
well,
on the map.
Well, she said, well, you know, it doesn't go anywhere. Cut it, and they cut it, and oh yeah, it was full of water.
Oh,
and
shoot.
so they had to
Oops.
cap it, and yeah, I mean, it's one of those
Yeah.
things. It doesn't go anywhere, but we don't
Why
know
is there
where,
water in it?
because it's probably maybe there was a house there in 1947 that isn't there anymore.
How old
and
is OSHA? Because I
Oh.
get the feeling that there are certain underground utilities that may have been installed before OSHA, before certain
That's
regulating
messed up.
entities were around.
Oh, absolutely,
So things
absolutely.
were people were drinking on the job or
So then what do they
shortcuts
do?
were
Just
taken
cap
or
it
whatever.
and
They
it
just
just
cap-
sits there full of water from where you don't know.
yeah, they just capped it and said, you know, that's all we can do.
Yeah.
It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't connect anyone. No one lost, you know,
Wa-
when
yeah.
they cut it, no one lost any water. So it's like, okay, it was there for something in the past.
Yeah, wow.
You know, so I understand exactly what's going on in Water Street because I was there when they were excavating, and I'm like, oh, there's something you don't see
This
every day.
don't look
You know?
good.
Well, you know, because there's so much infrastructure that is so old in the community, and you know, it's not a Stevens Point problem.
Right, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, I was listening to your road talk, and I'm like, you know what, I have no problem getting around the construction. Now it's not, and I'm not born and raised here, and I still can get to Rookies. I mean, I figured out the back ways in, you know, and we're going to be going through this for a while. But when we're done, it's going to be a better.
It'll be beautiful. yeah.
Absolutely. You know, Michigan Avenue, the railroad underpass. How many times has that flooded? You
Oh,
know,
my
like,
goodness,
you
a
know,
lot.
You know, there would be 2 or 3 different weeks, typically in June when we first got the first big storm of the spring, and I would sit in that big parking lot by the art gallery and Little Caesars, that big
yeah.
parking lot there on Church Street, and just wait
Wow.
because once it floods, we would get.
Calls,
Every year,
yeah.
you'd get a picture of someone who thought they could drive
Or
through
s-
4 feet
yes.
I know.
of
Yeah.
water. And one year, he's retired now, but the old fire chief actually, they had to deploy the banana boat and
What?
get
Yeah.
rescue people out of their car. And he was so angry because they drove around the barrels and the barricades and
And
got
they're in-
stuck.
yeah.
So the chief invoiced them for the rescue. It was like $5,000. It was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. It was
Yeah.
great.
Wow. I didn't realize they intentionally did that.
Oh, people drive around
I've seen the
barricades
pictures.
all the time.
I've seen the pictures.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, can I just step in and say, like, this is why the National Weather Service says turn around, don't drown.
Thank you. Absolutely
Like,
correct.
there's a
Right?
reason
You know.
why they have this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Carl.
Thank you, sir.
That's a great reminder.
Oh, I love him.
We
Well,
love Dr. Carl.
and it is. I mean, you know, on the way here, was coming down Stanley Street, and it says plenty time ahead.
Yep.
Left lane.
Closed
merge,
at, yep.
You know, nope. He's gonna
Yep.
run that left
Oh,
lane
and then
right
you
to
get
the
the,
end.
you know what?
And then I get the
because-
finger because
I just talked about this on the show last week. There was a guy turning by Old Main, and and he's like honking and flipping me off, and I'm like, I'm being kind and courteous, sir, and he's screaming out his window, and I'm like, well, what did you want me to do? Yeah, and he was the one that wasn't paying attention to merge into the other lane.
I know.
And then
I would have
it's-
screamed right back at him.
Oh God,
You know, see-
I am starting to get road rage.
see,
It's
I
become-
can't do that. Kayla always yells at me. She goes, "Keep your finger down.
Yeah, I don't
Remember
either.
who you are in the
That
community."
is true.
I
Because
don't either,
someone
but
will take a picture of that.
Yeah.
and
I'm
wind up
really
on Facebook
concerned
and-
if I were to get in another car accident caused by another human being, it ain't gonna be good.
Yeah.
I think
If
we
I
should
can
start,
make it out of the car, it ain't going to
we
be
should
good.
start putting up cameras on some of the busier intersections in the roundabout on Second, and just video people as they're down like this with one hand on the wheel.
I just can't. How many cars I watch I'm like, hello, are you?
So what's coming down the road for PCBC? Do you have
Well-
events
Yes, what's up?
coming up? What?
Yeah, so we have a lot of things coming up. So I actually brought a list because
Yay,
I'm like, I wanted to be a little prepared.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, here we go. Trivia question. Do you know how old, or do you know when PCBC was originally started and the name at that time? Here we go.
It was attached to JC's at one point.
That I do
I'm
not-
going to say
This is
73.
76.
May 26, 1930.
Well, we were
What?
both not just wrong, but terribly wrong.
Yeah, you got it.
1930?
1930 is our birthday. We found
Oh
the
my.
original incorporation papers. We were incorporated as the Stevens Point Men's Club.
What?
Yes, and if you look at our logo, and all the potato farmers out here, trust me, when you look at our logo, they're supposed to be potato leaves.
Okay.
Okay, and
It doesn't look like potato
It
leaves.
doesn't.
That doesn't.
I just said okay
like
because
maple
I'm
leaves.
waiting for the yeah.
But anyway, the men's club was formed to help market potatoes to the rest of the nation. And so you have to kind of put yourself in 1930.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
You can't look at it today and
Well,
go,
I mean, beef. It's what's for dinner.
yeah,
The
exactly.
milk got milk.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
can see
there's
that.
constantly.
So,
so cool, though.
potatoes have been such a big part, and I have pictures of the group sitting at a table, and there's potatoes going down the middle of the table. There's a pastor sitting there. It's a great picture, and then at the end of the table is a U.S. map. And there's a guy standing by it, and they're talking about how do we market Portage County potatoes to the rest of the world.
Oh my gosh, I
And-
love that.
And so,
That's so cool.
So we do have that. I mean, the potato industry is huge here, right?
yeah.
So I respect that heritage, you know. So I don't know exactly what the new logo is going to be, but it doesn't matter because we're going to understand what that heritage was with the potatoes. So,
Yeah, bringing something from the past to the future.
absolutely.
I like that.
So, so we've got a few things going on. We've got Antique Up over on Church Street,
Yep.
10 years in business.
What? No.
there's
Maybe
celebra-
6.
Friday, August 14th, we're celebrating 10
Oh
years
my gosh.
with a ribbon cutting.
And there was so much skepticism when
Wow.
they came to the city council
Yeah.
Yeah.
with their proposed
Yeah.
idea.
Yep.
No one had ever heard of something so ridiculous before.
10
It's
10
really
years.
cool though. I've
Yeah.
gotten a lot of stuff from there.
Then on Saturday, August 22nd, this is a big thing. I think it's a big thing. This is the dedication of the Plover River Crossing Bridge.
Oh,
Yep.
we didn't miss it. I thought we missed
Yep.
it,
No.
and I
No, that's
love-
because the city of Stevens Point decided to scoop every news outlet in Portage County and beyond by putting it on Facebook.
Well, you know, the news outlets could still put it because not everyone watches Facebook. Anyway,
Mike Whitty is welcome to
I'm-
return
I'm in the house.
anytime to Red Hot Takes with Trina and
okay.
Brandy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, we have a groundbreaking on,
Yeah.
on August 24th for
Heck
the
is thing.
Burrard Gathering Lodge, which is right down here, right next
Yeah.
door
Yes.
here. It's the future home of Door to Dreams.
Yeah.
I am excited
That's
about
a
her new
great-
endeavor.
it-
It's going to be
it's great.
beautiful.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Then on Tuesday, August 25th, we have the Salvation Army Hope Center of Portage County celebrating 30 years in the community. We also have a ribbon cutting at a new business called Country Financial. It's on Post Road, technically in Whiting.
Yeah.
But, again,
Those are some amazing,
Yeah,
all of them are fabulous.
we have our business exchange, which is going to be at Puro Clean on Church Street. That's going to be on August 12th. And our August one is always what we call our welcome back teachers. So new teachers, new staff in the community, they come to this event and we welcome them back. So welcome them back or welcome to the community. You know, I love this one because it's just a good one. Now, we have on August 27th, we have our ag tour. And people, I'm going to tell you, take the day, come to the ag tour. I have learned so much from the ag tour. We're down at Paradise Farms. Mike Wierzinski, the Wierzinski family
Yep.
down there, they grow the chip pickles for Chick-fil-A. Are you freaking kidding me? In
at
Portage
Carl.
County,
Right
was-
here in Portage County.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
There-
mean, we were at Heartland Farms. Heartland Farms by themselves, 60% of all of Frito-Lay.
I know.
You know, and then they decide we're going to get into the potato flake game. So now they have a potato flake plant
Yep.
at Heartland Farms.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's potato flake? I don't get that. What does that mean?
It is a, you ever see a paper machine?
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is like a paper machine with potatoes. So they mash potatoes and they dry them.
Oh, for instant potatoes.
That's one of the uses, but there are several uses. One of their uses is for the baked Lay's chips.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Sure,
So,
sure.
You know, but again, you know,
Who would have not? Who would have thought? I found this out going to a couple some events myself, and I was just standing there, They're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "This is unbelievable."
I mean, again. Okay, I'm obviously the diehard romantic in the family because I was like, Kayla, we got to come and watch this. We got to go and watch this field right down the road here. An old 18 is getting. It's a bean or snap beans. I call them green beans. They're picking tonight. And so we drove down there and we sat at the edge of the field and watched them pick green
I
beans.
love that.
It's totally cool though. If you haven't seen that,
Yeah. That's funny you were down there. I have a family member who lives that way, and you know what I just did the other day? Actually, she had just called me, and I'm like, oh my. So you know when the planes come and they spray
dust?
oh my goodness gracious. And he went right over the 4 lanes on Highway 10, and I pulled over to turn to go to my family members, and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen this since I was a kid. And I mean, it was, you don't realize when you're young, you're like, oh, this is kind of neat, but then he's going straight. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
holy cow, just a minute, I don't know about this.
and do you know you have to kill the potato plant before? See, you did know that.
No,
didn't
I
you?
did know.
Yeah.
I did know. I was like a girl who grew up in Plover and rode
Yeah.
my bike and watched all the whole thing.
I had no idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, why do all the plants look dead? and they're like, we killed them.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And it's to give them the harder skin.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. When you watch, there's certain things, I'll be in the bedroom and I'm watching stuff, and my daughter will come in, she's like, Mom, why are you watching this? Like, it's so interesting.
You're watching potato porn in the bedroom?
No, but like local.
That's what he's describing,
my-
essentially.
Oh, Mike, we got how much longer? We're over time, but Mike, we got this.
No, but honestly, first of all, thank you for having me on
No,
tonight.
thank
Oh,
you
it's
for
our pleasure.
coming
I mean,
on.
and there are so many other things that I can't quite talk about yet
Sure.
that are exciting news for Portage County.
You can always come back and
we've
share
got some.
upcoming.
We've got a couple aerospace companies coming, which is not our typical business.
No.
Right.
So that's exciting.
Well, there was some similarities to what the old Woodward governor did.
Yes, correct.
And this new aerospace, they made some of the parts for the Iraq War.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah. You know, we have some new hotels coming to the area.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So again, we have a lot going on, and we have a new director of program. I'm sorry, new director of
That's okay.
zoning, planning and zoning
Planning
in
and
the
zoning.
Tim
in the
Reed.
county.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Mr. Reed.
No,
No,
No, Scott
yep.
Allen.
Yep, I apologize. Yes.
Okay, hit the.
That's
give me,
two
drop,
tonight.
drop, and give me
Jeez.
20 right now.
Meow.
Terrible.
That's the word. I figured it out. The meow. And it's driving me nuts why she's saying meow. I figured it out, so I had to say it.
So
Look at her, look at her face.
So
was talking about.
Scott Allen and I are working on a major retailer coming to the area here. So, you know,
A lot of people are like the food chain. A lot of people want that food store. A lot of people want, I don't know, Olive Garden's coming.
Olive Garden's coming,
They're coming.
Chick's coming. You know,
Or like Costco. A lot of people wanted Costco. Or oh, Oh.
Yeah, but there's
Look at that
there's-
facial expression,
there's
Mr.
one
Mike
up
Whitty.
there, and
Hey.
we're,
This
we're-
girl likes Sam's
anyway.
Club and Costco. It's a thing. It's a thingy dinger.
Mr. Whitty, we would love it if you want to hang out for a little
And
bit.
if you
I'll
want
hang out.
to
listen
All
to the
right.
rest of the show.
Well, now,
and
now we got to listen to her
and,
lovely
uh,
police and fire calls.
what'd you say that through gritted teeth for? What's that?
Because
all of?
they just
Can can I throw in my sarcasm
You
every now
can
and
say
then?
whatever you would like.
We would
love-
encourage.
We would.
That's
We
one of the reasons we started the show. We were searching desperately for intelligent sarcasm.
Okay.
Not just snarky nonsense.
Well,
We've actually had a guest that said to. We were laughing so hard. It was the worst ever. He literally. He's like, give me that. He finished the show for us. It was so bad.
It was a humorous police call, and we'd already discussed it before the show. So I was prepared for her laughing. But when our guest, Chris Brooks from Central
Oh, I know
Door
Chris.
Solution,
It's hilarious.
I heard him snort, and then his face was beet red, and that's when I lost it.
She lost it,
okay,
I lost
can't
it.
even
It
talk
was
anymore.
so
So
bad.
he grabs my laptop and he
It's
read,
like,
he
all
read
right,
it off.
Let me finish the show since
Such
these
a
two
brat.
can't do
Well,
anything.
you know, I am Mike Whitty, so I'm witty every day and twice on
See,
Sunday.
Carl asked, is he a witty guy?
I am witty.
There you go.
All right. This week's Police and Fire Calls is brought to you by the one and only Maher Water Care. They started their business on Main Street in Stevens Point in 1950. They are family operated for 3 generations and now going on 4. Maher provides water treatment needs, servicing your family and their homes. They are North Wisconsin's trusted name in water, serving Wisconsin for 76 years. Wow, that's impressive. All right, we are ready for those police and fire calls.
Well, we've got one serious crime story this week before we get into some of the more interesting and entertaining police calls from the blotter this week. There's another major development in a Carson homicide case. A Portage County judge has increased Sarah Pienka's cash bond after prosecutors say she violated the conditions of her release just days after leaving jail. Prosecutors allege Pienka used a third party to contact her co-defendant, Lyndon B. Hood, about shared finances and a post office box, despite a court order prohibiting her from having any contact with him. The victim's family made a very emotional statement at the hearing, describing having living in fear since Jeanette Pienka's death. Her sister, Sarah Pienka, now faces a new bail jumping charge and could enter a plea with the Portage County District Attorney's Office as early as October 1. Co-defendant Lyndon B. Hood remains jailed on a $1 million cash bond. And now some of the more interesting and colorful police calls from the past week. On the 2100 block of Wood Street on July 31, a 76-year-old property owner called police after someone broke into a rental property and spray painted a wall. The blotter did not say what the mysterious artist chose as their canvas message. On the same day at 8:05 p.m., a woman tried buying a vehicle through Facebook Marketplace and ended up losing $1,700 to a scammer instead. On August 1st, at about 8:30 in the morning, a 25-year-old man called police to the 4400 block of Pine Ridge Drive because his wife refused to sign divorce papers. As officers gently reminded everyone involved, that's a civil matter, not a police matter. At about 9:30 that morning, police were called to Lindbergh Avenue and Heffron Street when a man reported a suspicious stranger knocking on his door looking for a woman who didn't live there. Police determined the visitor had been catfished by someone he met online.
If someone knocks on my door.
Okay, hold on. I got a catfish story.
Oh, that's coming up.
okay.
All right, we're
Okay,
buckled
okay.
up. I'm excited.
Kayla accuses me of catfishing her. Now,
No.
Yes. So,
What?
a real quick story. We were set up by our picture framer
Okay.
on a blind date. Okay.
Okay.
So I, along with a lot of my railroad collections, I have railroad prints, and so one of my scouts, he says, "Hey, my stepdad owns a framing shop." So I said, "Yeah, but I got a lot to get framed." And he goes, "Well, go and talk to him. Maybe he'll give you a deal." So he gave me a great deal. So I was in there getting stuff framed, and I, just by my nature, I get to know Rob, and we start talking, and the next thing I know, he's like, "Hey, I got this other person that's going through a divorce." I said, "No, I'm not interested in a woman at all." And he kept me on for a year. Like every time I'd go in there, she's she's still going through the divorce. I go, so am I, you know, and so, you know, and finally after a year and a half, I said, fine, set me up.
Yeah.
So
Because you're intrigued at this point. You're like,
yeah, yeah. So, so she looks me up on Facebook. My picture was me wearing a Milwaukee Road Railroad hard hat. She thought, oh, look at this. She's a construction worker. and all this. She had no idea that it was a train thing, not a, you know. And,
Wow.
and she says,
then she probably starts looking at your pictures and it gets more weirder with trains.
probably. But she goes, he's got softer hands than I do.
Oh my God. That's
So there's your catfish.
That's
alrighty
really
then.
good. Now, remember, everybody out there, you got to know what your Facebook profile picture looks like in your cover photo.
That's why I have the Muppets as my profile picture.
Yeah.
People don't need to.
Oh, I thought that
All
was
right.
you.
Oh, shut up, Mike Whitty. On August 2 at Kosciuszko Park. Jeez. You all right over there? What's happening here?
Your poor fiance's
Maybe
gonna
it'll
be like,
be the three of us on the show and we'll get
Your
your poor
good guests.
fiance's gonna be like, he's
This
going
would be
back on the
fun.
Red Hot Takes again. Here we go. He's over there every Thursday night.
Police were called to Kosciuszko Park on the 3400 block of Minnesota Avenue after someone called 911 reporting two people having sex in the park. When officers arrived, they found an underage boy and girl who admitted they were only engaged in heavy petting. Both were cited for disorderly conduct, and the girl was cited for possession of a vaping product. What's interesting about this one is this occurred at 3:09 in the afternoon. Both of the children were released to their parents.
Oh, God.
Can you imagine that?
That's what I said.
That
Police
did
said,
not go well when they got home.
yeah, can you?
Absolutely.
They still don't have phones. I know it.
That's, well, I should certainly hope not. Later that day at about 5:45 at Strongs Avenue and Clark Street, an 81-year-old man called 911 to report a, quote, giant hole in the roadway. Officers said they had already spotted it a few days earlier, but they notified the streets department anyway because apparently the pothole wanted more attention.
Oh,
And finally, at 8:30 that night, we had trouble at the Dirty Store on Church Street.
my God. Wait a minute. I have to cut. You didn't show up to all of these. I mean, some of these
No.
are. Okay.
No. This is from the log of
I know.
calls that police departments send to the
good
press.
gosh.
Officers are called to Eldorado's at 3219 Church Street when an employee called 911 to report a verbal disturbance between two people inside the store. Both agreed to go their separate ways, ending the dispute without any arrests. And that's what's going on in the world of police calls this
Well, that's
past
good.
week.
And we can be followed on Facebook, Instagram, and our amazing YouTube channel. Please do all the fun things. Subscribe, follow the Red Hot Takes. You can also download our weekly episodes on Spotify, iTunes, and other major platforms. All right. So, Brandy, do you have a red hot take for this
I have a
week?
red hot take, and there were a couple of different things I had it narrowed down to. One of them was a Facebook video that we've been talking about, and I still think it deserves some attention, but I feel like we need to give it more attention
Did
than what we
you
have.
see the Facebook video that's been
She showed me
speculating?
10 seconds of it,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't want to see anymore.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna do the one that I wrote up because I feel
About
like
the video?
No.
Oh, this is something else.
This is something else
Oh.
because I feel like we everything, all politics are local, and one small change in your own backyard can ripple and go worldwide, right? That's how change starts. So I am an employer in our community, and I would just like to make a statement and ask, can anyone explain to me what the hell we are doing with our young people? I've interviewed about a dozen people in recent months for an open community journalist position, and I am left wondering whether we've completely stopped preparing young people for adulthood. The first applicant was a SPASH grad in his early 20s, showed up with his mother. At first, I assumed she was just his ride. Nope. She came to the interview, sat down next to him, and announced she was there to help negotiate. And I thought, negotiate what? You don't even have the job yet.
Oh, this is so good.
The next applicant walked in wearing SpongeBob SquarePants pajama pants.
Oh my, what?
To a job interview. Then another applicant, also a Panther alum, who'd been asked to bring in writing samples, showed up with nothing. Instead, she informed me she wanted to interview me because she wanted to decide whether or not I was the kind of boss she wanted. I almost laughed because I honestly thought she was joking. She was not. So I'm left asking myself, and I've talked to other employers in the community, and a lot of people are facing the same issues. What happened to personal pride, to wanting to be exceptional? Not famous, not viral, just exceptional. Somewhere along the line, we seem to stop celebrating the kid who was always prepared, dependable, and outworked everyone else. Now we celebrate the one with the most followers, the flashiest lifestyle, and the best online persona. Maybe that's what we've lost about American exceptionalism. It was never supposed to mean Americans were automatically better than everyone else. It meant ordinary people believed in hard work, discipline, and personal accountability could build themselves an extraordinary life. Because that's what our system in this country is designed for people to rise to the top if they truly bust their butts. Unfortunately, we seem to be raising a generation that spends more time watching influencers than listening to parents or teachers. Teachers get our kids for a few hours a day. Parents get them for a few more. TikTok and Snapchat gets them for the rest. That's who's teaching them what success should look like, and that is terrifying. An influencer rents a Lamborghini for the weekend, flashes designer clothes, tells everyone to know your worth in their popular meme, and suddenly looking successful becomes more important than actually becoming successful. Confidence has replaced competence. Appearance has replaced preparation. Branding has replaced character. Now, schools can't fix all of that, but they can stop pretending that real life skills are electives. Now, schools already do teach some kids how to interview, and that's a start. But shouldn't it also be required? Learning to know how to shake a hand, how to call, pick up a telephone, call to make a reservation, and how to have an email that you're sending to a potential boss that does not contain the username hotpants877 at gmail.com. Schools need to bring in people who've dug themselves out of debt, who've built business from scratch, who might not be the nicest people in the world, but know what it takes to get the job done. We should be teaching our young people how credit cards really work. Teach them why payday loans and cash advance apps exist. Teach them that the buy now, pay later isn't free money. We need to teach them that Netflix is entertainment, not a necessity. DoorDash is a luxury. So is the newest iPhone, and so are designer labels. Because the real flex isn't looking rich. It's actually being financially secure. Now, I'm not saying every young person is like this. There are plenty of young people who are the very opposite of what I'm describing here. I personally have hired some incredible young reporters over the years who've moved on to bigger and better things in other cities. But if you're in your 20s and your mom is negotiating your interview, we've failed you. If anyone ever told you pajama pants aren't interview attire, we've failed you. If you think showing up is enough, we have failed you. The world doesn't owe you a paycheck. But we owe the next generation better preparation for earning one. That's all I got.
Well, that was beautifully said. I think, and I'm not blaming the parents, but I know, example for myself, I was a single mom of 3 kids, and I'm not ashamed by that. I went back to school as a single mom in my late 20s, 30s, got my business degree, got my BA, and I think now I've seen, great example, my 25-year-old is, really preparing and dressing very professionally when she went into this new position she's holding. I mean, my kids watched me dress up, prepare, and all the type things. So maybe it's a lead by example. I'm not quite sure. What is yours? You're not seeing this where you are doing interviews, right?
Well, I'm going to, 2 things.
Yes.
So first thing, very much setting the example.
Yes.
You have to set the example. So my kids growing up, so I have a son who is actually 30 now. He's getting married next month, September 19th.
Congratulations.
His first job interview was to work in a summer job in a fireworks store. Okay, now we had been buying fireworks from the store, so we didn't know the owner. We knew her. We could, but it wasn't like we were buddies.
Yeah.
He walked in wearing a shirt and tie, and she gave him the job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She goes,
same here for
no
mine.
one has ever walked in with that. Now, to your point, I agree. There are some people that, and Kayla and I just came off of vacation. I'd never been off work for 3 weeks. Took a 3-week vacation.
Good for
we,
you.
We drove from Chicago to Santa Monica on a Route 66, the oldest route.
Love that.
I didn't understand. Now, this is a generational thing. I didn't understand what people were doing along the route. And she's like, those are influencers. And I'm like, okay, they're just weird. They're just,
Yeah.
And some, the ones, so I have one fear, and I have a fear of heights.
Me too.
And there were people at the Grand Canyon that were on the wrong side
Yeah.
of
Nope.
okay of the what do you call it the
No,
fence,
lookout,
yeah.
No.
No. You don't
They
go
really
there.
were on the
Yes.
opposite side.
And I had to walk away because
couldn't
I was
watch it.
freaking out.
I-
I'm like,
yeah,
I'm going to
no.
watch this girl die
Oh, no
right
way.
here in the Grand Canyon.
No.
And that scared the heck out of me.
Let me
and
guess,
I'm
they're
like,
influencers.
yeah. Apparently, I don't. That's what Kayla said.
And they weren't. Oh, there wasn't.
A friend was videotaping them.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh my God. To your point, influencers aren't influencing the right way.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to our teen leadership development, our teen leader development program. We talk about interviewing in that.
Good.
The same thing in my class that I teach at UW Stevens Point. I talk about resume writing,
Yes.
writing a cover letter. And I have to share this one thing because it really hit me. Sometimes you don't know how you influence students,
Sure.
Yeah.
right? And one of the things when I'm teaching, I say, okay, first of all, I do not have a master's degree. Do not call me Professor Whitty. I'm Mike. I'm your teacher, Mike.
That.
And one of the students this last semester, he lives in the Amherst area. He is first generation farmer.
Not many of those around.
No.
Damn.
And I was talking about, okay, if you're looking to do something in business, what you need to do is send a letter to someone that you're trying to contact, but then follow up in person.
Yep.
Create the relationship.
Yep.
Okay. So again, I'm Mike in the class, right? So all of a sudden, someone in the business park came to a business exchange that we have at the Business Council. And she saw me and she said, I didn't know you taught at UW Stevens Point. I go, yeah, I do. I teach one class. She goes, I know. You had my son Adam in class. I'm like, oh my God, I never put the last names together. And she said, you don't know, he has sent letters to people that have land. So he's first generation farmer and raising beef cattle. And he needed grazing land. So he looked up who had land that wasn't wasn't having anything grown.
Right.
Yeah.
And he reached out to them in a letter, handwritten letter, and then followed up knocking on door in person. And his mom was like, where are you getting this from? He goes, my teacher Mike told me that. My teacher Mike.
Wow.
And then toward the last week of class, she goes, well, you didn't say anything about the final for Mike's class, and he goes, oh, Mike left on vacation. We had the final last week, and she goes, who is this Mike guy that you keep talking about? And he goes, he's a business person in the area
In
here."
the community, just some Mike guy.
And she goes, oh, and then he said, he does a video. And she's like, are you talking about Mike Whitty at the Portage County Business Council? And she had no idea that I influenced him.
Yeah.
And he found 150 acres for his cattle to
Oh
graze
my
on.
god.
This is what you that
This
that
is exactly-
it's so important.
Yeah.
We spend so much time, and I'm not. Sports are important. That's
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
when
absolutely.
when softball and basketball and football makes it to sectionals and state. That's exciting. That's awesome. I was a football mom. I get it. But what about the kids who get perfect scores on SATs
Yeah.
and ACTs? And what about why aren't we celebrating that stuff too?
And I mean, I was touched by that because I had no idea. Because, again, you hope that you're getting through to students. You're just genuinely like, at least for me, I genuinely want to help my two students succeed.
Yeah.
First semester I had 24 students. Second semester I think I had 14, and I was devastated because one of my students stopped coming to class, didn't send in homework, and didn't show up for the final, and I had to actually flunk someone.
Yeah.
And I was devastated to do
Yeah.
that because it's like
You don't know the
I
situation
don't-
or
right. I don't know the situation, but personally, I'm like, oh God, I hate to do this, but but they have to learn too.
Well, what's that phrase from Caddyshack? The world needs ditch diggers too.
Correct.
And not berating the
No,
student,
no.
of course, but
Thanks for sharing that story. It means a lot to me. I had an employer that I was young, single mom, and he molded the way I do business things and the way I continued to work in my political career. And it really made a difference in my life. So you're doing that for so many.
My best hire in that I've ever had, and it's because I went against everything that HR told me to do. So I was recruiting truck drivers.
Yeah.
I hired a gal who was a sandwich artist at now
a
she-
chain.
She was more than just a sandwich artist
yeah.
at the set. She would be there at 5:30 in the morning when the truck got there. Now she wasn't the manager.
Oh, no.
But she would be there from 5:30
Yeah.
to 3:30, go home, sleep for a couple hours, went into her second job at 6:30 at night, and she was a custodian at the local middle school
I think I
until
know who
midnight.
you're talking about.
And you sit there and my HR was like, "Oh my God, why are you even talking to this person?" And I'm like, because at that time that chain was very big on customer service. They actually had customer service classes for their
Yep.
employees,
For sure.
and so she had great customer service, and she could talk well. I mean, she spoke well. I said she can recruit truck drivers,
Aw,
and HR was dead against it.
sure.
And I said, okay, you told me I can build my team. This is who I want on my team.
Oh, I love that, Mike.
And not only did she become a really good recruiter, they promoted her to a driver manager, and then they gave her a division out of Plymouth, Minnesota. So she moved from Green Bay
wow.
to Plymouth,
What
Minnesota
an
to run her
opportunity
division.
for her.
Right. And she's not a college grad.
Oh, wow.
Well, you don't need to be a college grad to be successful in life. Here I am. You guys are telling these amazing inspirational
Well,
stories, and
you
I'm
know-
trying to figure out who's someone in my life who's been really inspirational.
I'm right here.
Mike Whitty, the one and
Actually-
only.
Actually, it was back at St. Pete's in
Aw.
7th grade,
Who was that? I bet you I know.
and the very first day of school for the year, we went into the art room for art class, and it was the very first line out of Shane Totten's mouth. I'm not playing any New Kids on the Block.
And now it's BTS.
You got it right.
Woo! Meow.
But he used that humor, that opening line,
Yeah.
that humor,
Yeah.
and he had every single kid, even the troublemaker who ate glue. Every single kid in class was drawn to that personality, and it was this slow, a thundering velvet hand, as Dan Fogelberg wrote.
I love it. Yeah.
And that's, I think, quite influential for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Life-changing moment with the one and only
Oh,
Mr. Mike
We're
Whitty.
communicating with each
We're
other. I
done
didn't even
communicating.
see it.
All right, I am going to close this show out.
Trina's using technology, everyone.
I'm learning. It's a
Everybody
thing.
watch.
It's a thingy dinger. I do know how to do inner office stuff because I did.
I wasn't even paying attention.
See?
I'm waiting for Carl to go, hey!
Stop. All right. I'm going to close this out. What a moving moment with you today. I am so blessed that you've come on today. You know, the day before my birthday, it was wonderful to have you on. And I feel like there's a bond here. He must return. And I am going to go showing up on some of his shows.
Well, when Brandy invited me, I didn't even hesitate. I was
Aw,
like,
That's true.
really?
I was like, I'm in. Yeah.
But I only like you as a friend, Mike.
Yeah, I know.
I want to go see the trains. We're going to do a video on the train. Hey, we could do a segueing segment on the trains.
We're doing segwaters all over the
Please, can we
community.
come see your trains when you set them up?
When I set them up, yes.
Okay, we're coming over.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to close out today's show. Thank you all for sticking around. It's the longest show we've ever had, but it was just life-changing. I'm telling
Flew
you.
by fast, though. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody.
I'm going to close out with buy those tickets, do the things, and tell them you love them. Life is way too short. And we will see you next Thursday for more laughter and banter with the Red Hot Ladies.
Well, I was just going to say, don't text your ex. You'll thank us tomorrow.
Got anything, Mike? No, it's hard to follow that. Thank you, everyone. We will see you next Thursday.
So long. Take care.
Woo!
Seriously.
What a great show.
Red Hot Takes Portage LLC presents Red Hot Takes Portage County. Special thanks to guest Mike Whitty. Directed by Carl Rosenthal. Written by Brandy McCuskey and Trina Dorn. Co-produced by Brandy McCuskey, Trina Dorn, and Carl Rosenthal. Music by Alexis Walton. Copyright 2026. Red Hot Takes LLC. All rights reserved. Filmed at the beautiful Create Portage County Maker Studio in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.